Professor. In the middle, it's me. This is Mr. Stephen Katulamu, the clearing agent. And this, you can see, this is a police officer. Even that very day, he was still with him. I remember he was a DPC by then. So,
a DPC escorting professor.
Yes.
Okay. So here is the new structure.
Yeah, that's the new photos of the new structure.
Okay. So it's totally different from the old one.
Yeah, yeah. Because they told me they are the ones who gave me the specifications of to follow. So I couldn't do contrary to what they told me.
So he told you you get another equipment which was meant to be taken to Jinja, so it will be given to you. So he took that one to, you said, to Chitumba?
That one which was meant for me was taken to his premises, actually. Much as he said that they were going to be given by someone to someone else, I was shocked to learn that where they offloaded that equipment, the premises belonged to him. Personal premises to Professor Kwesiga.
So it was not given to another person, as he said?
No. He owns them, actually. He owns them, I'm sure. And he owns them up to today.
Huh? Is it in operation?
Some time back I heard that they were working, then they stopped, I hear. I don't know whether they are still working anyway.
So what happened after that? They have taken back the equipment. They have promised you to give you another one.
He took me around. There are very many machines, very many equipments of different businesses. There is one of Crisps, actually. He was complaining that he gave it to a friend, to a relative, to operate, because Crisps, potato crisps, Kabali have a lot of Irishes. So he was complaining that he gave it to a relative to manage, then they share profits. But the relative became inefficient. So it was just their idle. I understand there is another one. He showed me another one of, is it meat machine? It is also their idle. There are many. Others he didn't tell me. I don't know them, even how they call them. There are many. So mine, one which was supposed to be given to me, is among those in his personal premises. So when I was about to leave, he said, "But Henry, if I'm to give you these equipments, do you really have enough space?" I said, "Yes, Professor, even bigger than yours here." Okay, let me go. When I reach Kampala, next week I'm sending a team to confirm whether you really have structures that can accommodate the equipment we intend to give you. I was, again, my hopes were actually too much, because he was like, he was willing to give me. But after 1 week I reminded him, he changed the story. He asked me how I got to know that those machines were mine.
Did you go to him and asked him?
No, I called him, actually. I called him. Then he changed the story that, how did you come to know that those machines were meant for your project? I said, but I got communication from your office. At which communication? Who communicated? Instead, I forwarded him with the email, as the email dated 23 1st of April 2022, the one you read before. It is from there when he started saying that whoever went there was there illegally, that has never assigned anybody to go to do anything to my project.
Meaning that the inspection was illegal.
According to him.
According to him. And those who were inspecting the site are URI officials.
Yes.
And different officials.
Different officials.
And he also he visited the site. And
He
was the first to visit the site.
He's the one who approved my trip to Turkey. He's the one who even called me with his phone that I've been offered a trip to go to USA. Now changing and say he doesn't know, he didn't assign anybody from Yuli. It was a shock as far as I'm concerned. It was a shock.
So all that happened after spending a lot of money constructing the other site.
Yeah, actually that's the most painful thing. One, I was working normally, though I was using local equipments, but I was working, I was touching many lives, especially the youth. If you check, I had like over 36 workers. If you check at that visitors register, there are many institutions which use it to go to my premises, to go to my press for benchmarking, from Mbarara University, Kabale University, African College of Commerce. There is another school called St. Peter's in Nyabikoni. There is another called the Uganda College of Commerce. All those are there. They use it to come and benchmark. So I was touching very many people, and I want to tell you that within 9 years, some of them had started their own businesses of baking just because of me having trained from my press. So when they told me to prepare for the new machines, they told me to demolish, to remove all the old ones I was using.
Which you did.
Which I did. And from then, I stopped working. When they contracted contractor to put 3-phase, the single line was no longer there, and the 3-phase was there waiting for the machines, modern equipment. I was not working, waiting for machines. And while constructing, you have seen I had 2 vans, one canter box body and another one G touring. All those were those are the ones I used to transport bread, to deliver bread in many areas. All those were sold in order to be able to put up. Not only that, but even going further to look for loans, you can see it is a very big structure.
Yes.
And very expensive, of which was done with their supervision. That structure, as you are seeing it, the way it is, I spent 47 million. So since then, the man became arrogant. I kept engaging him until I wrote him a letter. You can check in among those documents. There is a letter I wrote him, how we started together up to the time when he diverted my machines. One thing I was requesting him to try and fulfill his promise according to memorandum of understanding we signed. When you see that memorandum of understanding, he signed on behalf of Yuli, I signed on behalf of Global Sweet Bread.
So you already had a memorandum of understanding?
Yes. You have a copy there, but it is here, this one. If you read
that
it
is
very
what you signed?
Yes. You can see this is, it has a lot. You can see this is Professor Charles Kwesiga, this is Njesha Henry, with his witness called Jimbo Joyce, and with my witness who was one of the workers there. So it talks about how we're supposed to work together. So after diverting those machines, stories changed.
Why did he say that actually he has never assigned anybody on your project or on your proposal, yet you even signed MOU?
That one also beats my understanding. First of all, he's the first person to visit. From there, shortly after 1 month, he sent his team. He again sent it second time and third time. He sent me to Turkey. He sent me to America. His engineer came up with a revised layout plan to enable us to do what was fit for the modern machines in that area. His engineer was the one supervising the structure. Now, when he said that he didn't assign them, it beats my understanding. Themselves, I didn't know them. They started visiting after himself visited the place. Actually, he's the one who opened the door for them.
This is total corruption, if I can say, and that is a crime to divert government property to your personal benefit or to your personal use, and it is abuse of office or misuse of public office. There are some agencies responsible to investigate and actually prosecute someone who have misused the government property. Have you ever contacted any agency, or have you ever reported that case to any agency?
Yes, I did. Actually, what I did, after writing him, writing to him a comprehensive letter of how I started with him and where we were when he diverted the equipment, I didn't receive any response from him. When you check, you see that letter received by Yuli. It's not that one. I went to some prominent lawyer in Kampala. He owns a big farm. When he read through the file, he was shocked. He actually said, "Is this Charles query? I'm surprised to see that Kwesiga can also do such a thing." So that gentleman, that lawyer, promised me to study the file very well with his staff. At one time, they even sent a copy of the draft intention to and other things they wanted to do on my email for me to go through. Then we agreed on what to do. So they gave me a date to go and pick that letter intending to sue Yuli. I was shocked. I was called by one of the lawyers, the junior of that other owner of the farm, that I look for another farm.